What's up, guys? I'm Des. This is Chris. This is Ryan. And welcome to The Up.
This is my perfect victory! That's right!
Now for our last take, our last little segment. We're going to call it Prediction Lock. I want you to give one bold prediction, whether that's NFL prediction, college prediction, draft prediction, one prediction that you're standing on through and through until it happens.
I think Indiana goes back to back. I'm really big on Indiana. I know you guys are going to give me crap for it, but looking at what they brought in from the portal, I'm big on Josh Hoover. I think he dominated at TCU, and I think him going and working with Signetti is going to make him even better. It's hard for me to call him a Heisman, but I think he will be up there in that finalist voting, maybe top 5. I think easily he should be top 10. But I think that is one of my predictions that I'm going to stand on is I think it's going to be very hard to beat Indiana this year. I think if Ohio State doesn't, nobody will. So that's my take.
I'm not gonna hate on Indiana. I think they'll have another great season. I really do. I just think in this college football landscape, going back to back, which Indiana proved us wrong going 16-0, but I do think going back to back is going to be pretty close to never going to happen again. But it should be interesting to see. We're going to hold you to that one.
Like I said,
we're definitely going to hold you to that one.
Yes, 100%.
Ohio State, it's Ohio State or nobody. I don't think there's anybody that could beat Indiana but Ohio State. Ohio State's bringing back too much talent to where I just don't see anyone else beating them.
So are you making this claim of Big Ten supremacy? Because I'm hearing 2 Big Ten teams at the top of the mountain coming out of your mouth.
Yeah, get out of that hole. All right, Chris, what's your take?
If I could make one in each, I will say bold prediction is you are going to see one of the most insane first rounds of an NFL draft that you've ever seen in your life. I mean, this will be a trade back frenzy. I think a lot of teams are going to be trying to move to gain capital for that next season's draft class. So you're going to see a lot of moving pieces, a lot of craziness in this first round. Unlike we've seen in previous years, a lot of teams trying to stock up for the following season to have that game changer that they think will be coming next year. Pivoting to college football, my take is that the Big Ten will three-peat, or four-peat? Four-peat.
Yeah.
They'll get their fourth in a row in the college football playoff. I believe we will see whether that's Ohio State, Oregon, or Indiana, and I think that's all we're going to look at from the Big Ten. Those will be 3 absolute just brutal teams to run through come playoff time, barring they stay healthy. But I just will, with Dante Moore coming back, I think that makes Oregon a little bit scarier, a little bit more something to look out for, as well as Julian Sayin and Ohio State returning a lot of their pieces and just having Kurt Signetti on Indiana. They will be tough teams to beat when the playoffs arrive, if they make it. I think those 3 teams will be my top 3 for their season, and I think that the Big Ten will four-peat.
Yeah, I can't hate on it. As much as I want to say that the Big Ten's not running it, they're running the show lately. It really does seem like that. I'd say for my hot takes, kind of going back to what I said earlier, I think the Houston Texans win the Super Bowl. I think that is my hot take. I think they have the pieces, they have the defense. They brought in a good running back. I think he's over the history he's stayed pretty healthy. As long as they beef up that O-line and CJ Stroud makes an increase, kind of a step forward from where he was at and just fixing the mistakes, I think they'll be fine. I think they have all the pieces. Going to college, I have a couple takes, but I think my number one, I'll kind of stick to a Big Ten. I think Oregon wins the Big Ten. I think Oregon goes to a national title. So I don't have them winning it, but I do think they make it to a national title.
Who do you think they face?
Let's say LSU. As a coach, I like Lane Kiffin. I think Ole Miss are going to definitely get withdrawals. I do think they're going to be great, but they're going to get withdrawals. Early in that season, I could see them dropping a game or at least looking kind of shaky. And I see LSU only getting stronger. They have all the pieces. They have the recruits. They have the talent. I do think LSU can make a big run. So, yeah, kind of pivoting into sports and just relaxing this week. What's one thing you guys are watching this week, sports-wise, whether that's football, whether that's outside of football, because, it's not much going on other than draft and off-season stuff.
Watching the Lakers Rockets. I want to see 41-year-old LeBron James see if he can put it all on his shoulders and carry them to that series win. It's going to be very difficult to beat them with Kevin Durant, Sengun, and the skill players that the Rockets have. I know that they're not been an elite team as the season's gone on. They've been, decent, but nothing too scary. But I'll be interested to see, how that series plays out, what kind of role his son plays in the lineup as they move on without Luka and Austin Reeves, and what kind of team takes the court without those top two players as they go into the playoffs. It's a whole nother ball game when you've already secured playoffs and you're playing free to end the regular season, which they've been doing the past, week and a half. So we'll see what they do when it's, more pressure and every game counts. And I'll be interested to see how LeBron at 41 leads that team.
Awesome. Ryan, what's one thing you're watching this week?
I have been waiting 15 years for this. Sabres finishing the season, going to the playoffs. I have been waiting for the Buffalo Sabres. I was 11 when they last made the playoffs. So I have been waiting to say that, and I am so happy. I'm stoked. The whole city of Buffalo is going. Okay, that's kind of crazy. But I am beyond excited, dude. If you are not into hockey, I'm sort of the same way. I wasn't big on hockey, but playoff hockey is the best way to get into it. If you want to watch, go back to the Olympics, USA, Canada. That right there was how you get interested in hockey. If you watch that game and you can't be interested in hockey after that, then there's no point. But playoff hockey is as close as it gets to that. And I think you're going to see it's going to get physical. It's going to get chippy. And those Sabres, they are all of it. They're explosive. They're physical. It's a whole different team than I've watched in the past. So I am excited and I am ready for it.
Love it.
Love it. I think one thing I'm going to be watching this week, Georgia Tech. They have their spring game on Saturday. I'm hopefully going to go down there and watch it. I've never been to a spring game. It seems like every single time I try, one thing pops up or another thing pops up. Heck, this time something popped up, but I'm going to power through it, and hopefully it'll give me some more optimism looking into the season. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us on all platforms. We got much more coming. As always, we'll catch you on the up.
We go.